I don't know. All right. There we go. All right, protein shake and then supplements, which I already took a bunch this morning, but time to do more. Because supplements just don't stop. Start. Uh-oh. Something that I find like super duper fun, if I'm being completely honest, is when like where I worked somewhere for a really, really long time. And whenever people reach out to me that were customers of the place, and then I have to like let them know like how terrible it was to work there, you can kind of see like the light in their eyes go away. It's like, oh, I thought it was so fun to work there. I'm like, I think that I'm an Academy Award winning actress based on the fact that I made it seem so fun to be like a glorified slave. But I love that my acting chops are 10 out of 10 because honestly, like anybody that is in customer service or a receptionist for a living, they could also duel as an actress, because when I tell you that it takes strength to not like get mad about some things, like the way that you have to act so unbothered by people's fuckery is top-notch entertainment. Like the way people would call in, and also too the amount of people that call in that don't know their own schedule. I'm like, don't call to book an appointment without your calendar in front of you. Like that seems like I mean, I have an abundance of common sense, so I suppose I'm unique in that way, but it was always something with these ladies, let me tell you. All right, so one of the best things that ever happened to me is being able to get my drugs in the mail. So we're gonna give ourselves a little NAD shot right now, which is like honestly the best ever. If you're not getting your NAD in the mail, I don't know what you're doing. It is the best shit ever. And they make it real easy. They teach you how to like do it at home, so you don't have to go to like your local med spa to do it. It's so easy. They send it right to your door, and then they send you the next round before you even run out. And can I tell you, like, make it convenient or don't make it at all. Like, that's where I'm at in life. Like, I am just not in a position anymore to be doing shit that's out of my way. So if you can send me my drugs right to my doorstep, you know, like outside of that, shut up. I don't want anything to do with it. If you can't send it to my door, fuck off. If you can't send it to my door, fuck off. Okay, so we got 91% alcohol. We're just going to give a little soak it. And then I'll probably actually have to redo that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So this NAD delivered right to your door. And they take HSA, which I think was honestly so clutch. And then you just get in there. And you can give yourself as much as you want. They're going to recommend like a certain dosage per patient. I do 30. And just depending on like what kind of day I'm having, it just depends. So do that. Just like a teeny tiny little booster, because it also gives you like a crazy surge of energy. And I do think, depending on where you're getting it from, so the first place I ever had it, I didn't get this like surge of energy. I had like nothing. Like this hurts going in, gives me the zing. It's like nature's Adderall is literally what NAD is. So save that and put it in like a little Sharps container so it doesn't, so someone else doesn't use it. But it's that easy, like straight up. So I got my little boost. I probably should have done that before my workout. It probably would have actually changed my workout, but whatever. It is what it is. The point is, take NAD to be younger, hotter, sexier. You won't regret it. Ain't nothing to regret there. And then I have been on like an insane apple kick. Like I love apples, like so much, dude. And the apples at Trader Joe's have been, I actually read this thing that was saying that Trader Joe's has like a quality control issue, and I've never found that to be true, so I don't know what they were talking about when they said that, but also I'm feeling like the burn. But NAD makes me feel like so good, so you'll probably never catch me going into a med spa for it unless they're doing it in an IV, but you'll definitely never catch me not buying it online again, because like why wouldn't I buy it online? Like if I could buy something online and get it delivered right to my door, on what planet am I not doing that? Like, are you joking? Are you joking? Like, why wouldn't I? It kind of seems psychotic to be somebody that like would drive 20 minutes to pick it up from your local med spa, like when I can just have the male person bring it to me. Like, thanks so much. Because honestly, like I said, make it convenient or don't make it at all. It's just a fact. All right. Today, something I'm going to do, because I make these for me and Ned. Ned is my doggy. Ned loves hard-boiled eggs. Like, so much. And what I did last time, and I very much regret doing that, not doing it this time, is I, like, de-shelled them all. So I just put them in, like, a glass Tupperware. So anytime I wanted one, they were already shelled. All right. And I got it all in there. My compost. I have my big old compost bin outside. The only thing I will say about having a compost thing in the house is you're like asking for those little gnats. And that's kind of disgusting, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. Yesterday I made French white bread. Today I'm going to make some sourdough. So I got a fresh loaf and it's rising. We're chilling because it's already done its rising. So she'll hang out there. And then tonight I'll have some fresh sourdough. And then this is Lois. This is my starter. She's a queen. And then I picked these off my tree. And there's actually a ton more I need to get. So, fun fact about avocados. Wow, I gave myself a dead arm. But that's because this shit is super powerful. I think where I was getting it before, it wasn't as powerful. But that place was kind of like known for giving out expired products. So that's not that shocking if I'm being completely honest. Like the amount of stuff I've bought there that was expired was kind of crazy. So I think that's also a really cool part about like getting it right from a compounding pharmacy is they're sending it right to your door and it's not expired shit. And one thing I will say working in a med spa did for me is it definitely teaches you, like, some of the weird stuff that med spas will do, because med spas will do weird shit. And hopefully most med spas have somebody that, like, checks expiration dates, but not all do, especially not the smaller owned ones. But that's also perks of going into business with, like, a medical director, because then stuff like that where you're buying expired or bad Botox from a place doesn't happen. So, interesting facts. God damn it. I need, like, a shovel of ice for this, too. Oh, another one? I think Jesse James Decker has convinced me to buy that, like, coffee that's not coffee. I think that's where I'm at in life. The mushroom coffee. I never thought I would see the day where I was, like, trying to buy mushroom coffee, but here we are. That day has come. Oh, no. And I need to get, it's also these. These are everything to me. I am obsessed. I think the watermelon flavor is probably the best, but oh, that scared me. That was weird. But the orange flavor too. Just saying. I'm watching Revenge on Netflix. The Shondaland Productions. It's good. It's good stuff. I also kind of like how salty this is, which probably isn't something they would ever want me to say if they sponsored me, but I like it. But I also will tell you, I was drinking, like, Pedialyte up until recently because I wasn't getting, like, the right kind of electrolytes from Life. I do have an autoimmune disease, so I guess I should start there. But that being said, this is, like, the best stuff ever. I was, like, going to the hospital, honestly, monthly for dehydration because my body just doesn't act right. So, and I was drinking Pedialyte kind of often. I get really weird about my food. Like, if something smells slightly off, like, I am not somebody, like an expiration date hates to see me coming. If I see something is, like, a day expired, I am actually convinced. Like, I would never do well in a post-zombie apocalypse because I would starve to death. Because I would be so afraid of my body not doing what it's supposed to do. You have no idea what that's like. Unless you do, then you know how fucking miserable it is. So I got this. I got my protein, my electrolytes, and lunch. And then later on, I'm going to do, like, I made a fruit salad yesterday. I'm actually really excited. And then I'm going to start binge watching Yellow Jackets. I've been putting it off because I wanted to watch the whole thing at once. I love eggs. You know what also hates to see me come in? A hard-boiled egg. The way I just gave myself a dead arm. I'm making salmon for dinner. Literally, the White Lotus theme song just makes me like, I love it so much. I heard when Amy Lou booked the job, they played it in a bar for her. And the way that I would absolutely scream if that came on in a bar, I'd be like, That's crazy. The bounce back is crazy. Also, anytime I work out afterwards, I'm on like such a high. Not like it to know it rejecting my application. So crazy. It said I didn't have enough engagement, which I went to my dashboard. In the last week, I've had 9,000 people come across my Instagram. So, how on God's green earth do I not have the right amount of I'm like, so what kind of engagement should I be having? Like 100,000 people coming across my page? Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Oh my gosh. I actually can't wait to get drunk and go back to the Renaissance Fair on the 26th. Like, you have no idea. It's my favorite place on earth. Next year, too, I should apply to be a honey vendor. That's kind of cool. Like a little honey shop. Because then I get to hang out at the Renaissance Fair all day long, give people honey, or they'll buy it from me, rather. And I can make soap and shit out of the honey glycerin. So I can do things. Dang. Yeah. Anyways, I'm also going to do a pub crawl at the May Renaissance Fair. So basically, Renaissance Fair every weekend until the 26th is like a themed weekend. So there was opening day, which was last Saturday, which I was obviously at. And then after that, they have Pirates Weekend, which is this coming weekend. So they have Pirates Weekend. Then it's Cottagecore. Then it's Renacon. And Renacon is dressed up as your favorite fantasy character. So I expect to see like a lot of Game of Thrones type vibe. And I just have the White Lotus theme song in my head right now, and I'm like, just going off. Thanks, Joy. So yeah, Renacon is dressed up as your favorite fantasy character, so it could be like anime, Star Wars. So I feel like I'll see lots of like Boba Fett, Baby Yodas, Shrek, Lord Farquaad. There was a girl dressed up as Lord Farquaad there, and that was super sick. And then it also is really funny because Renacon encourages you to dress up as like your favorite villain. So because I'm an ACOTAR girly, I think I'm gonna do either the Weaver or the Surreal, because I kind of want to dress up gory. I feel like that would be kind of fun. And then I'm going back the following weekend for a pub crawl because I was thinking they probably would have some sort of decent mead. And the pub crawl tickets are actually more expensive than the Renaissance Fair tickets themselves, but I just am obsessed. Like, every time I'm there, every time I'm at the Renaissance Fair, I'm like, honey, I'm home. Like, I feel so good. And I love all things Irish. And they had a medieval Irish band. And all my friends knew I was drunk because I was arm in arm, like, twirling with strangers. And if you know me, you know that I am not a touchy person. Like, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be looked at. But then, like, tequila happens, and then I'm, like, everyone's best friend. All the things. Put your, like, arm around me. We're besties. hard-boiled egg and tortilla. And protein. I wish any of these were like ripe because then I could. These are hard as rocks. Hard as cocks. Get it? Get it? Boiled eggs, oh shortly. I love hard-boiled eggs and a little tortilla, like a burnt tortilla with like butter. I could eat that for like a meal and call it a day. Will Stewart. You remember that Mad TV comedy? Stewart. Rip Mad TV. All right. Check out this little cutie. Like, I get the ick when people touch my straw with their hands. I'm like, the fuck? Don't touch my shit. Like, are you kidding? I have a gym in my garage, so I don't hit the gym. Because I'm also not a gym girl. Something funny about you saying that, though, is I literally think it's blasphemous. Like, you should be put in jail if you're a naturally thin girl trying to give, like, weight loss advice to the non-thin girlies. Just go home. Like, unless you have a before and after where you're where you've literally lost 30 pounds and not because you had a baby, but because your body just holds on to weight. Do not give thick girls who are trying to lose weight advice because God gave you your skinniness. You didn't earn that. I've earned my skinniness. I've paid for it. I've starved myself. I've done everything under the sun to, like, become thinner than I was. But if you're somebody that's never been, like, if you're just a thin woman and you've been skinny your whole life, and I can't whip out a picture of you from high school where you were a little bit fat, if that is not your resume, do not give chubby girls advice on how to lose weight, because what the fuck would you know about it? You wouldn't know anything. So when I see girls out there like posting like, so-and-so's workout like is really helping me like at the gym, it's like, really? Because you've been on that workout program for like 3 months now and you haven't lost a goddamn pound. Probably because a skinny girl's trying to tell you how to work out. And unless you're just doing it for your health, which I doubt. Hello from Wisconsin. I've been to Wisconsin once, and that was to go to Titletown. And imagine for what? And the one game that I went to, they lost, and it was like so sad. But it was kind of cool, because I would say West Coast, at least California, like we don't care about anything over here. Whereas like these little smaller towns, they are so into football. We were mourning, mourning, the loss that it was kind of fun to like mourn with the townsfolk. Did your tongue piercing hurt? I'm not sticking out my tongue. And that's not the piercings that hurt. Badland filled with mad. I don't know what that means. Lol, that's where I'm from. Oh, okay. I know it's real. I can't seem to see it. It's a fake body. What are you talking about? Do you see all that cellulite? That's not fake. Although I probably could pay somebody to like smooth it out for me. My day's going really good. I just finished my workout. I just slammed 2 hard-boiled eggs. And then I'm going to finish this protein shake. I'm going to get my dog off the pavement. I had a really scary dream last night. I had this dream. I was at the local high school, which is weird because I went to a private school, so I don't know why I was in my dreams at the local public school. And like my old doctor was there, which was really weird because he retired. So I was like, what? And he, at his old house, which is where I beekeep, he let me use a small parcel of his land to keep my bees there. And that's super, super generous. And I have really like traumatic dreams. I've had like, before I miscarried, I had a dream and it was so weird. And I had really, really wanted to name, I have a girl name that I had picked out and it was Birdie. And I really love that name. And I had a literal dream 2 days before I miscarried where, my dog coughed up a dead bird and like, you have no idea how like crazy that was. And then the next day my body started like expelling the fetus, which was such a good time. And then, anyway, so back to this dream, because I don't know what it means, and I hope it means fucking nothing, because I don't know what I'm supposed to take from this psychoness. But it was like somebody, there was I won't say it, because I'm sure I'll get kicked off for saying it, but someone had and they were just going, and it wasn't really directed at anybody, and I don't remember feeling fear when they were, it off. But my doctor, and he has on the top of his hill a helipad, so I actually have pictures on it, and I think that's crazy. Like, anybody that has a helicopter pad at their house, like, okay, like, that's a richness. Like, that's a wealth I don't think I'll ever be familiar with in my lifetime, because I'm not really sure where I would live, where I would need that. Anyways, so he has one. So in my dream, this starts happening, which... Again, I don't know what that's about. And he goes running, and then I see his helicopter coming and like his whole team, and there's like a team of people. And I fell asleep last night watching Revenge. So it was kind of set up like when they're in the Oval Office in like the blue room, and there's like this like team of people for the president, like all chatting. And anyway, so I see him from like a distance, like loading into his helicopter, and then people are like hiding, and then there's just going off, so it sounds like popping. It was really crazy. And then we're like, there's like a brick, the school's like made out of bricks, so we're like hiding against the brick wall like this. And Ned was there. Ned's my puppy. And then like a minute later, you see like bodies falling from the sky, and then the helicopter's falling, and then you see that like fall and hit the floor, but there was no explosion, which like I probably should have recognized then that this isn't real, because like, why wouldn't there have been an explosion? Anyways, so then I'm like holding Ned, and he keeps like flopping over like a ferret, just like flopping over in my arms, and I'm like screaming like, somebody help me! And then there was no like blood. He just kept like a slinky just doing this. I'm like, what is happening? And then I woke up and I was like real upset, and I was like, this is Queen. Are the dogs out? No. Just got them fresh Hanes right out of my shoes because I was working out. Dogs stay in where I'm from. Dogs stay in these parts. It's a hard thing to say. I'm probably not, because truthfully, it's come up quite a bit. But I will say the good things that came out of it. I used to work a job that I fucking hated with girls that fucking hated me. And every single one of the girls that worked there didn't like me. And they all had their own reasons. But at least, like, at the very least, I never stalked any of them. They were just, like, all over my shit. And it was actually so weird in hindsight, like, how... Like, I feel like the whole time they were trying to catch me doing something, I'm like, you could just be my friend and I'll fucking tell you, because these loose lips sink all the ships when I'm friends with you. I'll just tell you what the fuck ever. Like, you want to know my password to my computer? I'll just tell you. I literally just told my cousin in a voice note, because I was trying to figure out what my password clue to my own computer was the best in the West. And the way I had to sit and think, like, who's the best in the West? Like, who's the best in the West? And then I just told her in the voice note, I'm like, by the way, it's this. So, like, anyways, back to that. So one good thing that came out of my miscarriage is I'm not showing up to a place that I hate anymore. And I think that was a big blessing, because I think God knew, like, hey, girl, you're actually so much better than this environment and these girls who give you no credit for all your great ideas. And I was like, all right, God. And that's the one good thing that came out of it, because I will say I was actually fucking miserable. So I'm glad that that's, like, not my life anymore, because, like, working a job you hate is actually the most, like, soul-sucking experience. And then also, too, working for a small company is, like,
not fun, because one thing that was happening that was so insane that I actually still can't believe, and I'll have to make like a couple part TikTok about it, and I'll have to actually look back at my phone as to when it started happening, but I was getting locked out, like straight up locked out of where I work. Like I would come in for the day and the door would be locked. And let me just tell you, Nordstrom would never. Like, that is not a thing that happens in a corporate professional environment. Like, if you are getting locked out of the place that expects you to clock in, and it was like psychological warfare. And then at a certain point, after it happened like the 5th time, I was like, oh, I'm getting bullied. Got it. Like, somebody thinks that this is fucking funny. And a little bit is, like, I guess when you're working with people that are, like, I don't know, like, just poor, like, they're gonna do mean shit to you because they're mad that you're not. Like, I'm not really sure what that was about, like, in hindsight. But it kind of gave me a little insight that, like, oh, all of us don't make a lot of money here, and that's why you're picking on me, is because, like, I'm not financially struggling. I'm here because I want to be here, because it's fun, and I thought it was fun. But that made a lot of people kind of, like, pissed off at me because I was, like, always getting services done, and it was just, like, annoying, I guess, that I was, like, investing in the place I worked. So anyways, when I finally figured out, like, oh, I'm getting bullied, it was just like Nordstrom would never. Like, a corporate business would never allow something like that to happen. So another good thing that came out of that is I learned, like, I'll never work for a small company again where there's not, like, an HR, because, like, if I can't go, like, if there's not somebody that I can go and tell, I'm getting locked out and it needs to fucking stop. Because let me tell you another thing that was so toxic about this environment. The second something happened there, they would go and grab the cameras and, like, go through the cameras, and I used to call it a witch hunt, because there was never a time that they didn't. There was a joke that one of our old nurses made where she'd go, roll them, because every time something happened, they would go and look at the cameras. And you know what's really convenient is when I started complaining about getting locked out, nobody jumped to go look at the cameras, and that's when I started figuring out, I'm like, oh, because you're fucking doing it on purpose. Like, you're locking me out on purpose. Oh, and my whole claim to fame is I'm extremely reactive, and I can be very, very verbally abusive. I'm a Libra. It's a Libra trait. Basically, when a Libra gets mad, their anger overpowers their logic, and they are most likely to explode in a way that they're not going to recover from verbal abuse. So they're just going to fucking spew their hatred because they have clocked out. They're no longer, like, with us. They've entered a new dimension of psycho, and I straight up lost my fucking mind. But that was the game. The game was, let's pick on her till she fucking reacts. And then it's kind of like sports, where it's not the person who, like, grabbed the face mask that gets in trouble. It's the guy that goes like this because they were grabbed. That's me. So, like, you're gonna, like, fucking play with me, and then when I go grab your jugular and you're bleeding all over the floor, I'm the bad guy. But, like, why did you poke the bear? I'll never understand, and I'll never, ever get it. But that was what was happening to me, and I guess that's what happens when you work that's what happens when you work in a place where favoritism is, like, the number one thing. Like, the one takeaway I had is, like, if I would have been one of my boss's favorite people, she would have looked at those cameras so fast and put an end to that shit so quick. And it was never done because she didn't like me as much as she liked some of the other girls, or liked the girls that were locking me out more. And she thought it was, like, I don't know, funny, I guess. So I would say that's another, like, really good thing. Because, like, I don't know, if you're not at, like, the Nordstrom standard of, like, wellness practices, I don't want anything to do with you. Because, like, Nordstrom would never tolerate someone getting bullied like that. So it just makes me think, and, like, most places shouldn't. Like,
Anybody with an HR, like, shouldn't be allowing that, like, shenanigans to happen. So if you work at a place that doesn't have an HR, well, I'm so sorry for you. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Honestly, these are some of my favorite shorts. I don't even remember where I got them. I want to say Target. Target! Literally, it says on there, Target. So now, here's the other thing, too, that I never really understood. I'm not really understanding, and maybe it's because I'm a millennial. I believe that, like, you pay me for the work that I do. You're not gonna underpay me and expect me to go above and beyond. Like, if you want me to do something outside of my job description, pay me to do that. And if you don't want to do that, then don't ask me to do more than what my job description was. And I'm a receptionist, so it always kind of tripped me out how weird little responsibilities would get added to my tab, and I'm like, oh, you're going to pay me for that though, right? And it was always like dangling the fruit, like, if you do this, I'll give you that. If you do this, I'll give you that. And then after a certain amount of time, I realized, like, oh, I'm like a dog with a bone. I am trying to get something that this person never wants to give me. So I was sitting there like, yeah, let me do everything to, like, impress my boss. And then no matter what I did, and by the way, I got the med spa that I worked for a Lululemon contract. I did that on my own. And she just didn't want to pay me for it, which is fine, I guess, because I put up with it. But I believed the little dangling bits, like, if you do this, if you do this. So finally I wised up and was like, oh, you're fucking with me. Like, I got it. You're never going to pay me more because, like, you want me to do all these other things. And then so I kind of just started to coast because I was like, but you don't pay me to do that, so I'm not going to do it. So I kind of had to make the point. I had to like I would say a lot of the girls that were there were in a financial position where they were going to do whatever because they needed to, like, have this job. I was looking like a snob because I was like, well, I don't need this job. I just want to be here. And I thought there was some virtue in that, you know? Like, I was like, oh, like, I think it's a good thing. Like, I want to work and there's value there. I'm not so desperate for a job that I'll do any little thing you're going to tell me to do. But I do want to be here and I'll do all the things I'm paid to do. Right? And basically, that was pretty much that. So I wasn't really needing to work in the first place. I just wanted to get out of the house. So now I just live my best life at home. And that's what I do. So that's where I'm at. And I really don't know what someone could do to, like, get me back into, like, I'll never be in a small business environment again, I'll tell you that much. I also, like, I guess if I was going to go back to the corporate world, I mean, like, I'm just not sure 9 to 5 is really, like, the energy that I'm giving, but, you know, we got to work on your attitude at work. There's no entitlement in this world. Oh, no, I wouldn't necessarily say entitled. I mean, I could see where you would think that, but, like, if my job description is to answer phones and give customer service and you want me to go to the Nordstrom rack and pick out shoes for you, well, you're going to need to pay me for that. So maybe you should know a little bit more about the things I was being asked to do. Oh, also, too, by the way, one of the things I was asked to do, there was, like, an office of 12 girls. I was sick after Christmas for 2 weeks. I had a blister that went across my face. It was insane. I looked crazy. I get back, and mind you, the woman who makes the most money and the reason we're the busiest, she was also gone the week after New Year's. They waited for me to come back in mid-January, and they were like, oh, can you take Christmas down? And they made me take Christmas down by myself while they sat there and did nothing. So they had me take 2 6-foot trees down alone. Then they had me take this little 4-foot tree and go around the whole office and take out all the decorations. And not only could they have done that while they waited till mid-January when I was back. Like, they literally were like, oh, just save that for Jordan to do. Like, I don't know if that's entitled or if that's me just being like, I literally have no idea what you're saying. Oh, I'm just giggling at the crazy amount of abuse I used to take from where I used to work. It just cracks me up. It's like, why the fuck did I, like, hate myself so much that I thought working there was a good idea? No quad life. Just mute me then, I guess. Mute me then. Just do your best. What do you say? I'm just looking at that cat. Well, that's my other claim to fame. This fat pussy. Anyways, it was really fun to talk to a bunch of people that weren't listening in the first place. That feels good. Should I say something, like, really incriminating then, since we're not listening? Oh! Yeah, honestly, my camel toe is, like, what people know me for. It's kind of crazy. So that must have been what that guy meant when he said high lips. Anyways, I'm going to the Kings game on Saturday, which I'm super pumped for because I'm just like so into sports. Just fucking love sports. The cam toe poppin'. What? I didn't even notice. So what you drinking in there? Lemonade. This is electrolytes and water. This is the packet I just used. Now I'm dumpster diving for it. Your Welks. It's instant hydration. The watermelon flavor, fire. And then the orange flavor is the other. Yay, go sports. Go sports. But yeah, because I went to Dodgers opening day, which was so unlike me. Because I'm also afraid of being in public because just like my dream, the last thing I'm trying to get caught up in is and then I'm going to the Kings game on Saturday, which I don't know how I keep getting invited to these things. Like who keeps asking me? I'll keep going. Like, you want to take me to a sports game? Sure. Fucking sure. What other teams do you like? Well, I'm definitely a Dodgers fan because the Anaheim Angels, like, that's also how I feel about Angels fans. Anytime someone's an Angels fan, I'm like, let me guess, you like USC too? Let me guess, fight on. Like, yeah, that's literally that energy. Like, shove it up here. So, that's where I'm at with that. So if you're, but I'm a Dodger fan. Boop. I would say I'm a Blues fan for hockey, but that's really just because I have a crush on one of the players. That's it. So I guess, I will say, but also just, I don't know if it's like my childhood or being a millennial, but the Anaheim Ducks, I would like to support, but I guess I'll just say I'm a Kings fan. I guess I'll just go with the Kings then. I'll just make it all LA. Dodgers have a lot of bandwagons. Well, my dad's a big Dodgers fan, so I usually just copy what my dad likes. That feels like the right thing to do. I mean, that's why I chose to go to college where I went to college, because my dad was a Bruins fan, so I was like, all right, I'm going to make my dad proud, and I'm going to go to UCLA, and that's exactly how that happened. I don't like that you have serious health conditions and you... Yeah. No, literally, it was actually so crazy. They literally sat and watched. Oh, and then we had this event in November, which was so crazy. So we put all these beads up into the... Also, I burnt my fucking fingertips off. Honestly, this would be a good time for me to commit a crime because I lost all my fingertips, like, gluing this floral shit together. And I shouldn't have done it. Honestly, in hindsight, it didn't deserve my time. It really didn't. But it was fun to get paid an hourly wage to, like, play with glue, so I'll take it. But we hung probably, like, 200 beads from the ceiling, and they made me take all those down by myself. And I walked around the whole fucking... And it was kind of like they were doing... It was like a psychological warfare. They're like, so you're going to need to get the big ladder out from the back. I was like... So no one's going to help me or offer to help me? So they were, like, punishing me for, like, not being... in a financial crisis. I don't know. But it was like they just gave me shit to do because they hated me. And, like, could you imagine, like, showing up every day being around girls that hate you? It's crazy. Ohtani was fun. We got to watch him hit a home run. And I yelped. So that's the other thing about me that's so fucking annoying is I'm secretly... Actually, I'm going to spill some tea. I'm secretly, like, super fucking competitive, like, to the point where I turn into the devil, and, like, I don't like that about me, so I'll just say, haha, like, I don't want to do that, because I don't care, hee, sports aren't my thing, but what it really is I'm trying to suppress the demon that lives within, and I figured out that I had a problem. I don't know if you know the game, Catchphrase, but it's like this little disc and you hit it and you pass it back and forth. I got so, like, insane one time because we were playing against teams and I just, like, ride so hard for my team. So I'm a good like, it's really good to have me on your team. The worst thing in the world you could do is have me not on your team. Because, like, you might not like me, but I could tell you'll like me a whole lot less if I'm not on your team. So that's just the truth there, and isn't it? And I'm just competitive. So when we were there, I got really into the game, and I, like, yelped. I was like, And that was a good, but it also was opening day. Imagine losing, like, the Dodgers losing opening day would have been. And then Josh Groban, let's talk about Majestic really quick. Josh motherfucking Groban sang the national anthem, and it was moving. He has the voice of a goddamn angel. Like, I feel like I'm surprised Rome hasn't snatched him up and taken him. Like, I can't actually deal with it. He's got, like, his voice is like butter. Like, Josh Groban is crazy. So watching him sing the national anthem, and then you have the B-2 bombers flying overhead, it was like, ah! Like, you couldn't not get emotional. So that was pretty fun. And I guess I'm a sports fan now. So there's that. So that's a little bit about me there, eh? Yeah. And now I'm going to a Kings game on Saturday, so I guess I'll get into that. But I'm also really scared. I was kind of complaining. I was like, hey, where are the, like, I'm actually worried about a hockey puck to the face. I don't think I'll recover from that. I feel like in a baseball game, there are so many people that are going to jump in front of me to catch this ball if there's like a fly ball. Who's going to stop a puck from hitting my face? I've seen it. Like, all you have to do is scour the internet for 5 minutes and, like, horrific things happen. I don't want a hockey puck to the face. I'm so afraid of that. Also, I've never been to a hockey game, or I think I have when I was younger, but I don't really remember it. I want to say with, like, my high school boyfriend, maybe? Because he was, like, a big Ducks fan. I want to say, like, maybe? I'm having, like, a vague memory of the Honda Center, but I don't know. I'm also like, you know, I'm not always, I have a lot of vivid dreams and I get confused, so I'll just put it that way. You're not really missing out. I don't have a BBL, just a regular cottage cheese, but the fights are wild sometimes. I think going and watching a fight is kind of weird because it's like watching two people like beat the shit out of each other is like, it's kind of like the same reason I don't want to kill a bug for the crunch of it all. I think that's what would make me not want to go see a fight it's like a lot of crunching, you know? Like lots of crunching that I don't think I would enjoy. If I enjoyed that crunch sound, I would just go out and kill all those metallic beetles, but that's not really my thing. There's actually currently a moth that's like this big guarding my gardening supplies. And I can't get into the box where all my gardening supplies are because there's a moth on top of it. And it's thick, and I'm not going to kill it. I'm actually so afraid to even get a piece of paper and, like, lift it up because I don't want it to, like, fly at me and then me. But it is serious. Do you guys want to see it? I'll actually show you because I'm not even kidding. It's big. Also, where's Ned? Oh, man, it's going to be hard for you to see, but do you see it? It's right... Where's my finger? It's right there. You look like... You liking looking at your thing on here. You were seeing go look at my videos. It's a little moth, but it's not little. It's like this big. But I was saying the argument I was making is I don't think I would be like a candidate to like go to a fight and like watch people fight because I don't like the crunching. No! Oh, the last bug I killed was probably a soil gnat. Stanley Yale gnats. It's like a little... Okay, so I have a couple of indoor houseplants that I really love. I mean, they're gorgeous. This is my, like, cocktail room. It's so fun and just, like, very camp in here. And we love camp. Like, this is my dog, Ned. Commander Ned. And I have, like, birds, like, flamingos and swans, like, all over this place. So soil gnats are this thing that happens where these like little gnats like hatch in the soil, and I have these little sticky thingies which you can't see from here, which is a good thing because I wanted them hit. Oh, let's see, is there one? Okay, see how? Oops.
See how
not, it's just ghetto to me. Like, I think it's so just ghetto. So I can't imagine what couldn't be solved with a conversation that you would need to. So it would have to be like, I'll red wedding your ass though. Like Catherine Stark, like, if you fucking think for 1 minute that I won't. Like, that's the other thing too. Like, never for 1 second think because I'm opposed to fighting and I think it's gross that I wouldn't do it if I was put in the position to do it, because I would. I just don't think it's like, I think I would try 10 other things before touching someone physically would, like, it's more likely that I would let someone hit me and then I would just sue that person. That's more my vibe. That's like, that's how I operate. Like, oh, you want to hit me? That's assault. Boop. Like, say bye to all your money for the rest of forever. Like, that's kind of how I think. Like, that's how I think. So I'm trying to think, like, what position would I be in? What position would I be in where I would do it back? And I would say, it's probably going to have, when I have kids, maybe I could answer that question for you. Right now, it would take a fucking lot to make me be in a fight. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. Roast beef with extra sauce. Roast beef. That's, more like a moose knuckle, if anything. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's the tea. I'm not really somebody that, I pride myself on the fact that I've never been in a physical altercation. I don't ever want to be in one. If I had to be in one, I mean, I would like to have a little chat with God to, like, understand, like, what the circumstances would be that would, but, like, I'll react with my mouth before I'm reacting with my hands. And I'm also smart, and also, like, it would be really easy to make some coin off somebody physically assaulting me, so I feel like I welcome it. Like, punch me, bitch. Like, I've needed a new nose job. I've needed a new nose for quite some time, so right in the, you know, don't miss. Like, I would just make lemons into lemonade at that point. And then, like, when I sue you for assaulting me, that's how I'll pay for my nose job. That is sort of the mind that I have. But going out of my way to, like, hurt someone is just not really, like, it's not really my thing, you know? I think it's kind of gross. Because I also think, like, when I've heard people like, well, they were coming for my cousins, like, well, then why don't you leave and file a police report? That too much admin for you, ghetto? Was that too much for you to like, what? Like, stop being weird. And I also think it's actually kind of insane when someone thinks that that's a flex and they're like, oh, I'll just fight them. It's like, you're going to be someone's mom one day. You know that, right? Like, okay. Like, you're gross. Like, I just can't imagine thinking that that's a cool thing to say. Like, oh, I'm going to fight you. Like, what? What? Like, I have a medieval, like, mindset. Like, I'm going to take you to the town center and flog your ass. It's going to be a town flogging. Stone you to death. But I'm not going to fight you. Like, I'm going to drag you publicly. Probably make a TikTok about it. But I'm not going to lay hands on anybody. It's just, like, what? Then how will I help my fellow community? I need these hands. You know what's weird is a lot of people say that to me when they talk to me. Like, anytime I'm talking, they'll be like, oh, all of a sudden I want Arby's. And I'm like, maybe I should be a representative for Arby's. Because it seems like a lot of people associate me with Arby's. Why do you think that is? I have no idea. It's crazy.
Garf, is this? That's not a good angle either. Oh, wow, you can just see how big these thunder thighs are.
Oh, damn, not Arby's. What made me go live? I was honestly bored and at home, and I had a client from where I used to work reach out, and I heard a story that was told about my departure, and it had me cackle. So then I was just, like, in the mood to verbally spar with some internet trolls. I was like, why not? Why not get on it? You were thinking Burger King? You know what's funny is Burger King fries are such an underrated. Can we talk more about how good they are? You and a pudding cup, no spoon, don't stand a chance. A pudding cup hates to see me coming. You are not an Arby's candidate? Oh, that's rude. Why do you hate me? Quick question. Why do you hate me? Hey, quick question. Why do you hate me? Extra bacon. Jesus, I'm just kidding. My like sense of humor is really lost on most people. Can I see that shiny bowl on your stove? Oh, I get it. It's filled with avocados from my avocado tree. Also, too, remember how Burger King does the slushies, the Coke slushies? Dang. That's crazy. Maybe I do need a gym trainer. Maybe I do need a naturally thin girl to tell me how to work out. That just seems criminal. Unless you're literally like Jillian Michaels. Like, I don't want you teaching chubby girls how to lose weight because you've never been chubby a day in your life. So therefore you can't tell a chubby girl what's best for her body. Okay? Yeah, I also don't really... Like, I think I like being bossed around. But then now I don't work anymore and I realized how much I really don't like being bossed around. So I'm thinking like paying someone to tell me how to make my fat not do this. I don't know. I mean, I would really need to see like a good before and after to buy that. You got an X account? I used to, but then I deleted it because it was like, I don't know, not that fun. Honestly, it was just like Elon Musk this, Elon Musk that. It didn't seem that good. You know? I do like not making decisions because I am, again, not to bring astrology back into this. I don't like making decisions. So if I ask you, should I do this or that, I am looking for you to tell me what to do. But it's really rare that I'm going to go out of my way to be like, hey, tell me what to do. You know? It is Taco Tuesday, no? Or is today Wednesday? What day is it today? Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? Object. Or object. Which one is it? Is it object or... Oh, it's Wednesday? See, I don't have a job. So these are things... Every day is Friday to me because... I don't get the Sunday scaries. Because I don't have a job. Because I don't work. I work for myself. I work from home. So I don't need to know what day it is because no one's relying on me for anything. I just need to know when Saturday is here because I have a plan on Saturday to go to the Kings game. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, it's Taco Tuesday, but it's fucking Wednesday. Wench Wednesday. Oh, thanks, Juan, for the simps to give her attention. Honestly, I'm not even going to, like, deal with the negative comments. Because at the end of the day, you're choosing to be here. And that is a you problem if you don't like what you're seeing. Because you don't have somebody sitting there going, look at this girl's live. You're actually doing that on your own accord. So if you want to be mean to me, I feel like that's kind of a you thing. Object. Nice centerpiece. The bowl. Avocados. Licky licky. That was hilariously perverted, but okay, here for it. No, I got laser hair removal. So outside of like random little scragglies here and there, I've got nothing in my armpits either. Which I'm proud of because I love being, even though I've heard it's back, which I love that for all the bush girlies. It's just not something I have found the easier you make it for people to find the X that marks the spot, the quicker it'll happen. And I don't need anybody digging around when let's just get her done. That's where I'm at with that. So let's just make it easy. Make it convenient or don't make it at all. You know? Am I wrong for that? Like, make it easy for everyone. Where's her voice coming from? My voice box. It winked at me. That's me squeezing. I tried. It was like the littlest. Let me guess, you feel hungry for Arby's? Because apparently me and Arby's handshake emoji. Thanks for understanding the assignment. Anytime. Honestly, I go live once a day. Sometimes like today, more than once, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, thanks. Do dark? What does that mean? Yum. I love... You love roast beef? Well, these are from Target, so if you're trying to get your girl some spandex, let's see what the brand actually is. So it says it's from Target. Wild and Able, and they're a size medium. And they've got like little lines on them. So there's that. So I guess guys should probably stop complaining so much when their girls go to Target, because it's like, I don't know, these are like some of the, and they last a long time. I've watched them like a million times and they still have their... Hi, Richie from Brooklyn. I've been to Brooklyn once for Smorgasbord, and that was really fun. It was a cute little area. I wish I had longer to stay. Hello, Dan. Meat curtains. Oh my god, it's really staring at me. Oh my god, it's really staring at me. Wait, the funniest thing all weekend that I was doing that I think is so funny. Oh, I go to Minnesota at least once a year. Rochester. But what was I gonna say? Oh, the funny thing that I did, because I'm fucking hilarious, is anytime this weekend when I was at Renaissance Fair, anytime someone said something to me like, oh, like, do you want a sip of my Coke? I'd be like, are you trying to fuck me? Like, it was just and I just think that that's so funny. So anytime someone does anything towards you, like, hey, how's your day going? I go, are you trying to fuck me? And I think it's really funny. So I hope that that catches on. If I can give you anything today, I hope that you do that in your regular life. Just anytime someone does anything to you, you just go, are you trying to fuck me? And just see what they say, because I think it's hilarious. What state are you in? The Golden State. The one with the bridge. That's a pokey. Do you remember when people would come on here and accuse me of being a boy? That was a fun phase of my life. Like, people really did. You are 24/7 live in my book, Lamana. Liminal. You love it when I curse. Oh my god. Oh. Anyways. What's love got to do? I know water. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, what's up, Tom? Where are the links? I gave you a follow. You got a great vibe. Oh. The links are just like, look for my username. Except for on every other platform, it's not Jordan the Woe, it's just Jordan the Woe. So, and I mean every other platform, including the blue one. I thought Taco Tuesday was yesterday. That's so funny. Yeah, but it's Wench Wednesday today. It's We Munchin' Wednesday. Get it? Well, you should see my gray shorts that I have from Target that are also a hit. Maybe I'll feature those tomorrow. Like I said, if anyone has the White Lotus theme song remixed with the drop, so he goes, and it's like, please send it to me. That would be really, it would mean the world to me if you could. Love the shorts. Target, size medium. I also have gray ones that I'll wear tomorrow in here. Hot lunch. We love a moose knuckle. Same as my username. You just gotta look for it. Because I'm not really like... Also, it's a ripoff, so I wouldn't even bother with that. I'll be so honest with you. Don't bother. It's a ripoff. At least I'm honest. What are we sending to you? I don't know what that means. Fly me to the moon. Are you talking about my leg dimples? Because that's a little, like, on the nose. Because, like, God gave me the cellulite. Like, what am I supposed to do about it? What am I supposed to do about it? What do you want me to do about it? Well, this was really fun. Thanks for, I don't know, eating lunch with me. Catch you in the morning around 7 for coffee. I guess maybe I'll start doing my workouts live again. I don't know. This felt like a good live. So maybe that's what I'm doing. So maybe catch me working out on here. Okay. My phone's going to die because I'm like a type B personality who forgets to charge it. So thanks for letting me whine.